Good evening, all. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. It's Thursday evening, and we're just after a slight bit of 7:30. But I hope you are fine. Hope you're doing well. Hope the sound is coming good. Good evening, Carl. Good evening, everyone. So we have pre-picked routes that we are going to be driving tonight. Obviously, San Bernardino is one of them. Then we are running, because I noted them on the YouTube channel, the YouTube community hub page, and the Discord server. So basically, we're going to be driving San Bernardino, West Coast Mainline over Shap, West Coast Mainline South, and East Coast Mainline. Whether we get time for any more or not, I don't know. We're all going to be running services, so it's all timetable mode. I just don't trust scenarios with everything else. Just one thing I need to check from Monday's stream, which was it's either San Bernardino or West Coast. One of the ones that I did. Good evening, Nick. Good evening, Carl. Right, this notebook's getting a bit hot on my lap, so it's amazing what happens when there's no fans or anything inside. Just heat strips. Yeah. Good evening, Joshua. How are you doing? Right. So if we do get a certain person visiting today, they will be timed out when they start. They will be timed out 24/7. I'm not dealing with them. My mods have been told. Better than winter. Yep. It's starting to get a little bit, what you call it, in here now. And because I've been cooking, it's a bit warm because I've got the TV, the notebook that creates a lot of heat, and the PlayStation 5 that creates a lot of heat as well. So there we go. I've got the window open. I don't usually have the window open, but usually if I'm streaming, I'm going to. Right, I'm all set, guys. I don't know about you. So we're going to be doing. Oh, this has been updated as well. There's about 20 odd updates for it this afternoon. So yeah, just a tad. So I need to go to DTG Live quickly. Three unbroken days of sunshine and warmth. Yeah, it's good. It is good. Right, so West Coast Mainline. So yeah, I have done tier 2, partway through tier 3. Oops. Should we try that again? There we go. So all I've got to do is complete one more timetable, which I'll be doing in a bit. And we get the posters for that. Finally a sunny summer without rain. Well, I wouldn't say it's summer, though. That's the thing. It's not. It's the temperatures are quite down. But it's good. And also, if you believe what you read in the papers, 8 days of snow and Arctic temperatures in the big freeze after the heat wave, then yeah, I wouldn't. So that should have clicked. So I think we're going to have to do a full line run. I can't remember how long the San Bernardino is. So we're going to crack on with that in a minute. Get a load of towels dry in just over 3 hours with how warm it was today. Yes. Cast the doubt till maybe out. That is it exactly. You know what the papers are like. The Frankfurt folder's doing okay. We won't be running that today in the red. Drive 60 miles. That's cool. And then we didn't do any of the others. I'm just not sure what we're going to do for West Coast, because first responder complete 3 scenarios. It's going to be a bit of a bugger. Well, I'll sort of see what we can do with that. And then we've got tier 2, which is locked. And then we've got tier 3 to do as well. No, tier 2 is the other thing, isn't it? Sanburn is about 54 miles. So yeah, that's cool. I don't mind San Bernardino, to be honest. It's a nice little route. So yeah, so we'll crack on with that. We're going to do that now, actually. Oh, good morning or good afternoon, Brinken. Thinking about getting West Coast Mainline or Cardiff, even at 20%. Now, what version West Coast Mainline is it? West Coast Mainline over Shap, just trains version, or West Coast Mainline, the Dovetail TSW5 route. Right, it's all packed down to San Bernardino's. It's 54 miles. South Sim Rail, how are you? You're making a TSC scenario of 377 from Southampton to Eastleigh. Oh, awesome. You haven't played Rapid Transit in years. No, Rapid Transit is it's not bad, but it's not the best. West Coast Mainline over Shap is at full price. Ludwigsbahn, Mannheim, Kaiserslautern was 20%. Rather spend that money on West Coast Mainline or Cardiff. West Coast Mainline. West Coast Mainline, hands down. Right, so what EMD... Oh my god. We don't want the Christmas one, though. Oh, not many services for that. Hold on a minute, surely there is a few. Oh. LA Union to San Bernardino downtown. Yeah, let's do that one. 1036. S8 or SB 354. SB would be San Bernardino. No dynamic weather. What time are we? 10:36. No, we'll just make it a bit cloudy with a bit of wind. Right. So how's your days been? Oh, I've got the moon at about my 1 o'clock. Looking out my window. Oh, that's a nice shot of the 218 on the Founds wagons. Tomorrow you're going to spawn a 387 at Paddington in preparation for the new class 387 services between Paddington and Hayes for the upcoming GWE remaster. Well, I think they'll be a little while before they come out. Not too bad. Did the shopping and a load of towels. Oh, awesome. Well, as probably some of you know if you've seen my Facebook page, I was out till late. Somewhat. Yeah, I visited Dorchester, which is about 25 miles to the west of Nos, and I went there to film an engineer's train that was due through. Well, it went there, terminated, went in on one line, came in out on the other line, which was... The weird thing is, though, it was still doing a single line stretch. I think they had to do it because they couldn't... It was all to do it because it's single line running, and it had to come in on platform 2, I believe, and it went out, had to go down to Dorchester Junction and come back in onto platform 1 and go out on platform 1 because it was top and tail. But it is a bit weird how they did it. It had to do it because the platforms, literally the train had to reverse, because it had to come in on one line, go out on the other, because the lines are not bi-directional through the station, if you know what I mean. Dorchester is very near where you went to school. Yes, up way on the Dorchester Road, out of Weymouth. Many happy memories. Yes. Right, we got to crack on with this. Take brakes off. Yeah, it was Dorchester West I went to, and that was about. It came in about midnight 25, I think, and left about midnight 50. Oi, love, you'll give us a push, mate. But you believe it's changed now, though? Oh, Dorchester's very... Yeah, you believe it has all changed now, though? He was looking at the road. There's a big roundabout there. Why are we not moving? What have I done with this? Oh. That's why. Because that's off. Shall we try again? Yeah, Dorchester's got a bypass, and the whole road was redone between Dorchester and Weymouth when they had the Olympics. I don't care about the speed. Dementia Donny has sacked all the staff. Yeah, don't even go there. Clear this route, you did the scenario it needed, ran a freight, and then did the last of the Christmas train scenarios. Oh, cool. Did we get to see any freight? Well, I suspect we might. Another cloudy day in LA. Foggy day in Los Santos in your case. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've been listening to the radio broadcasts that are available on YouTube to play. Literally the whole radio show. Proper pumpkins? Or are they UP? No, they're UP, I think. Yeah, I think they're UP. How are you doing, Rob? So I think unless there's a few more no's turn up between now and Saturday, but it looks as though Wednesday night gaming we will be running Grand Theft Auto Story again, which is pretty cool because I quite like that. I put it out to the community on the YouTube page earlier on this week. I just fancy doing it again, and put it out, and so far it's a bit of an overriding yes. Obviously we'll not have the music going on because basically, yeah, it'll just copyright strike me. Right, our first stop is 2.6 miles away. Let's crack on. That's a big ass cardboard box. Maybe there's a band living in the box. I did hear that song today, actually. Living in a Box by Living in a Box. Yeah, who's Clem Burke? Clem Burke, sorry. I don't know. Drummer with Blondie and others. Okay, yeah, cheers. Okay. Yeah, we need to slow down a bit faster than what we are. So literally, because I shut the doors on the right-hand side, they stopped boarding. That's interesting. The man from El Monte say track 1 to stop. This is where we start travelling down the centre of the highway, isn't it? Which I found a bit funny. Probably reminds me a bit of Los Santos. Oh, hello. Man from Del Monte say, no grapefruit juice for you because you're on a station. Need to sort out the levels of the road surface. Statins, yeah, I'm on statins. Although I don't have bad cholesterol. My cholesterol's quite good. But I think when you get to a certain age, and if you're type 2 diabetic, they want to put you on statins anyway, as a government guideline. I just found out my Defineitrly, which is my anti-sickness drug, apparently causes, or has a tendency to cause, Parkinson, or make you more susceptible to, so you're susceptible to Parkinson's disease. And I'm like, oh great, so what am I supposed to have? Stop throwing up then. Remember your chemist telling you that you can't have grapefruit with your statins. I told them I hate grapefruit, so there's no worry of that. Why can't you have grapefruit with statins then? I mean, I'm being silly here because I don't know. No, I don't. No, I do get the odd cramps every now and then, but no, not muscle spasms. Something in them, something. Oh, to do with the stopping the statin thing at all. Ah, okay. Didn't know that. Cruising along at 75, you got up and out of a chair one day and you swear you felt like you'd been sliced in two with a sword with agony. Oh God. Nah, I don't have that. Well, cement's a bit wet over there, isn't it? 2.3 miles to El Monte. Man from El Monte says, give me the D. Oh, we ain't going to be hitting 60 miles an hour before that kicks in, like now. He's brave going in that tunnel, seeing this big massive light coming towards him. I do like some of the graffiti that you see. Down the place. We'll have a piece for you, Bob. Ah. The old brakes on. There's nothing going in there then. Just putting into El Monte. That's so fun. I have to say, I am rather tired tonight, so yeah. I wonder if the next route will be from LA station all the way down to San Diego. Oh, cheers, mate. Orange County line. I wonder. What do you reckon? I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, San Diego. Map, not scale. Baldwin is next. I had a roast dinner for tea tonight. Wasn't planning on it, just thought, you know what, let's have a roast dinner. It's kind of filled me up a bit though. Do we get to see any moving freight trains? What do you reckon? You had spag bowl? Yeah, I was like debating, do I do spag bowl, chicken hot pot, or sorry, mince beef hot pot, or something else? And I went something else. Oh, let's do roast dinner. Fish and chips. Oh, blimey. Nice. I had chips and a pucker pie last night. Yeah, it didn't really end well. I tried to plan my meals during the week, sort of thing, or by the weekend. You know, the previous weekend, sort of thing, and decide like do a week. Like a week of, oh, what am I going to have? I'm going to eat this, have that, and do that sort of thing. Price of fish is getting silly now. Yeah, definitely. But I don't eat fish because I don't like it. So yeah. Start slowing down to about 40. So yeah, this engineer's train was 66565 leading, with 66563 on the back, and it was 5. They were originally rail track liveried HQA ballast hoppers, about rough. I think they hold about 90 tons of ballast. Yeah, it was. It's really weird because like all the guys who were operating it, all clammed into. 2 of them clammed in the front cab of the 66, and 3 or 4 of them clammed into the back cab of the leading 66. And by remote, they switched the generator on and all the lights. That I didn't know where the ballast goes out the bottom on each side of the HQAs. There's little lights that come on, so you can see what they're doing. They look quite cool. So they all came on, and then it buggered off back, heading towards Maiden Newton Way. So yeah, not sure where it was, but it was just a ballast drop. Right, let's whack her up a bit. So West Coast Mainline over Shap is next. Some wagons dotted about. Sometimes you do miss the wagon or stuff that's parked up in the sidings. Well, those barriers were just going down. So where are we stopping next? So Baldwin, Covina, Pomona. Not Faith Pomona. Sorry, Pomona. Pomona. Not Pomona. I mean, we're back doing Mastery Mondays anyway, so we got enough routes to keep us going for a bit. Yeah, you think you're gonna actually hit those? I did press to have the doors open. It's not working again, is it? That's the third time I've done it. What the hell was that? This is train 354 to Pomona. Will arrive shortly. On track 1. The only bloody track there. Trespassing dumping. Prohibito. Violators will be prosecuted. Not prostituted. Penal codes 465 349 368.2. Hi Yellow Rail Productions, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Covina is next. Oh. 45 minutes into the stream and I'm already yawning. Hi Paul, it's 5:18 AM. Just about to leave to fire a steam engine for the day. Oh bloody hell. Blimey Paul. Are you nuts? Still, that's when they have to be done, isn't it? That's what they used to do as well. Be up at the crack of dawn, then wake up, and then have breakfast and get ready. Go to start your day by firing a steamer. The old girls take a little while to warm up. You've got to do it gently. That is so true. So true. A bit cold and frigid first thing in the morning. A bit like me. I'm a slow starter in the mornings. Yeah, but you don't like being warmed up by a warm pair of hands though. Well, I don't know, but oh dear. Oh dear. It's Farm Sim tomorrow night. I must remember. There's a patch for Farm Sim that I've got to download. You do not miss the snoring or the cold feet. No. You probably wouldn't want someone lighting a fire in your belly after poking about your ends to make sure you're not leaking. There's always a leak somewhere, to be sure. Corvina Track 2 is up next. I think I definitely will sleep well tonight. I haven't taken the pictures and the video off the phone yet. It's pretty good actually, because obviously the loco's stopping there. You get some really decent dark pictures, some really decent pictures of the locos at night, and that's why I thought, you know what, it'd be a bit artistic-y, artiste of me to do it in black and white on one of the locos, which is now the thingy of the profile picture. Not my profile picture, it's the other one at the top of the page on the Facebook page. I can't remember what it's called. I thought that was crickets then. Banner, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, it's finally updated my subscriptions then. Just wondering if it's not doing the bit between 3130 and 3140, and it just updates it, like when I get to 3150 it'll do 3150 instead of show me 3141, 3145 or 3143. My little metric. I can't remember what the thing was. Yeah, I think it's how YouTube wants third-party apps to show the figures and that. Pomona is next. I hate travelling backwards on a bus. A train. Oh, a bus actually, to be honest. Just seen someone sitting on one of the coaches travelling backwards. I don't like it. I hate it. It's all, strangely enough, it's all to do with my my Meniere's disease. Pomona is next. This has got the Penn corridor vibes to it. But this is better. Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry guys, if you just keep hearing me yawn, I just do apologise. You do have that one, you had to get it in there, grab it before it disappeared, yeah. There's people under the impression that it's going to be coming back. As far as I'm aware it is. Paul, do you know about the update for TSW today? There's about 21 updates. And no sale on Xbox either, had to pay full price, yes. Yeah, that's a Microsoft problem, that is. Bastards. Mind you though, I didn't get to sleep till about just before 2 AM this morning. I woke up at 7 because I needed a wee, and I had to do my tablet as well. And then next thing I knew, it was 10 o'clock. And I decided I had to get out of bed, so I had to do some shopping. Most of this week I have been putting some pics up of what I'm trying to do is at least get my photos for 2025 up to date. So far we just started doing stuff for April, and I think currently I'm processing February's photos. I haven't done a video yet for this year. Or at least I don't think I have. Or I might have done, but not for like the month of March or February or January. I think I've done some individual ones, I think, which will go up on the YouTube channel. But they need to be done. I also need to finish off 2024, and the biggest hurdle at the moment is I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the Swanage Diesel Gala photos and videos, because there's a lot. There's 3 days there, 3 days worth, which I said I wasn't going to go for the 3 days, but I did. Dumbass. I don't know what's going to happen this year. I am going to be going, but I think it was about 39 or 40 odd quid I spent on one of the days, where I just literally all I did, I went from Swanage to Corfe Castle up to Norden, and I didn't do the full day roving. So what I may just do is that's a 1 day rover ticket. I think the Sunday I stayed at Swanage, but then the Saturday I got a standard return from Swanage to Corfe Castle, which is a lot cheaper than 40 odd quid. I must have spent nearly 400 or 500 odd quid. No, it couldn't have been that much. No, I think I took about 300 quid with me. Time to drive. Have a good stream. Yep, you have a good day there, Paul. Enjoy it. I will catch up with you at some point, sir. I think I took about 350 quid with me. Because there was definitely stuff that I was going to buy there. Which I did. I did come back with a wad full of cash, so yeah. Don't think I'll be doing it this year, though. But I'll probably, depending, I'll probably end up doing the Friday and the Saturday. Good evening, Samuel. Yeah, the home. Not my fault. Yeah, the flirts have been selling quite well, apparently. Thing is, though, I think it's a bit of a rip-off because you need two chips, one each of the locos. I don't understand why. It's either DCC chips or something like that. You need one in each driving thing. What's wrong with sitting on the seats properly then? There we go. 6,298. We were doing a bit of speeding. It's not a stream without me speeding, really, is it? And I think we're going to be doing that a little bit in the next route, which is going to be West Coast Mainline over Shap. Is it West Coast Mainline over Shap or just West Coast Mainline? It is West Coast Mainline over Shap. Ooh, what do we do? What do we do? Yeah, I've got to put a bit of loving into my little depot section. I've not touched it since I basically put the track up on there, to be honest. Just trying to figure out a track plan and that, and I just can't seem to think. I'm going to have to look at some little small depots around the UK and from Google Maps and just get an idea, an inkling of what I want. I definitely want a little fueling station. Right. So let's have a quick look. Oh, I did my profile first, didn't I? Should have done L1. at the mastery. San Bernardino. Tier 2 complete, apparently. No, it's not. But there again, it does say there. First learn stand, then learn fly. Complete the graduation day scenario. Land of the free. Okay. Right. So, hold on a minute. Hold on. See, right. So, we need to enable the mastery rewards. So if it's not on here, Gelhausen Air Show. What place is that for then? Gelhausen Air Show. Don't know about that one. It's interesting. Come out. It might be that we have to do another one and then come back to see if it's popped up. Yeah, we'll have to come back. So we are doing a run on West Coast Mainline over Shap. Oh, come on, bloody profile thing, do my head in. Why don't they put the profile at the end next to settings? Does my head in. Can we do... What's the 31 do? Does it do any freight? Preston Dock Street to Shap Quarry. That's Aaron 39. That is 1846 at night. So that's going to take ages to do. So no, we'll leave that. Okay. It's annoying that they oh god, it's 47 for it. Can we do? I know it's going to sound really silly. 47484. Yeah, again, it's not very good, is it? There's not much you can do with those. Boring, really. Cardiff to Hartendale, Part 1. Do you know what? We're going to do that one. We're not doing it on the 5th of June. No, sirree. It's the 10th today, isn't it? 10th of April. And we're going to have a wee bit of cloud. Right. 47. Sacrilege. If you give it anything else. Oh. I don't want to put 47484 on it because basically it's clagless. If you're like a eunuch, you're there, but you've got nothing there for purpose. Vassal with a passive tassel. Something like that. Right, what have we got? Oh, just Scott Rail livery. Nothing more, nothing less. Ah, it's the Rosas. $47,479, 87012 and 87008. $87012 isn't named. Ooh, 87020, North Britain on some empty steel wagons. Nice. Oh, she's on a loaded MGRs as well. Best I sit down, set the train up, really, isn't it? Instead of flying around the station. Had a bit of a wet fart getaway. $13.55 Carlisle platform. We are so going to be storming up there. Let's go. Max speed 95 miles an hour. I'm sure we'll be able to go a little bit faster. So much nicer than the 80s. Yeah, you don't have to worry about neutral sections. At least they got passengers on the train. Ten coaches. You really enjoyed the 2 runs in the double 37 Cliff Road concrete run on this route. I don't think I've done them. Definitely don't think I've done them actually. So we're getting there for speed. 20. Nice. It's only done 6 miles. We there yet? Moo cows. I know the top speed is 95, so we're not doing too bad. Neutral section coming up. So 86 coming soon at some point as well, with the Mark IIBs, Mark IIFs as well, which is air cons, which should be good. And the Mark I buffet as well. So we'll be seeing some rail tours with that on. Hope they do an intercity version. Or executive. I know there was an executive livery buffet. I can't remember if there's ever one put into ScotRail livery. Be interesting to see if there was. I can't remember if there ever was. Right, okay. Seems like we're going to have to start the slope. Definitely going to have to start the slope. This is how the windows in the 47 supposed to go. Like that. And like that. And like that. And like that. Not leave the metal bit up the top. Does that sound really petty from me? So on the yellows, I reckon there is the M6. Oh look, the M6. I'm on the M6. Look, I'm holding up traffic on the M6. What do you think of them? No, still yellow. Just wondering if we have got. There we go. What is it though? 6S42D Master Moss End. Oh crap. Hopefully you'll get pulled into our siding somewhere. Hopefully. Hopefully you'll get pulled in there. Back. Moss End, I'm just wondering if that's an intermodal. Ooh, 87. I follow on Facebook a guy who I think it's restoring the APT at the Crew Heritage Centre, or he looks after it, or manages it, I don't know. But he tested out the tilt mechanism on the APT the other day. He actually showed it on the old a video on Facebook. Yeah, it's quite cool how it did it. Hopefully we'll be passing that freight that's in the thingy. Well, it's going to be going through Lancaster. That's a bugger. I think we got this one all the way through to Carlisle. Damn. No, so they didn't. Oh man, they didn't path him into the thingy. That's silly. Well, to be honest, I'm a charter, so I'm literally behind. I'm bottom of the pile, basically. But at least it's not raining anyway. It's gone green. Wonder how much this route has changed from the mid-80s through to now. So you're looking at what, over 40 years, like from 1985 through to 2025. It's 40 years. Yeah, 40 years ago. I was 15. I was a wee whippersnapper. Seven. Boggy. Another boggy over there. Full brakes. I do quite like this. Because there are bits where you're going fast, there are bits where you're going slow, you know, and yeah, I like this. I have to say, you know, I have to admit it, I was watching Taranga's video for his review of Just Trains West Coast Mainline over Shap. He does enjoy it, but as someone else pointed out, every compliment he was giving it, he was like on the sly giving it a disapproval sort of thing. And he came to mention, and I wasn't going to comment because I just can't be asked with it. If he can't be asked to watch the official streams, then basically I can't be asked to explain to him. You know, you can explain it, but you can't make him understand it. That sort of shit. He didn't understand why there was a ScotRail version of the intercity executive livery. There were a number of locos that were painted in intercity ScotRail livery. To be honest, but you know, I'm not going to sit there and explain it to him and comment. I mean, it was an okay review, and it was quite positive for a change. But there was something there that you could actually. He was just itching to give it have a moan about it, and yeah. But you know, anyway, you won't be seeing much from him over the next few weeks because he's apparently over in the UK. Oh God. So I'm not sure what his plans are. Let's just go on green. Oh, you can. Oh, that's cool. Damn, I have to go and visit that at some point. You watched like 5 minutes of Triangle review. Least negative thing of is what you've watched. Yeah, it wasn't a too bad review, but there's always that bit where he complimented something, but he's picked at it. You know, there's like a snide remark about what he didn't like or something like that. There's a collectible in that there signal box. Oh, cool. Is it a mint? Suck on and see. Mint or a castle. Oh, awesome. So what have we got next? This is Carnforth, isn't it? This may play havoc with the old frame rate. Oh, is something coming down? No. Station. I've never been there. I've been through there a couple of times. 3 or 4, 4 or 5, something like that. Mind you, though, it's pitch dark. parcel service. That's pretty cool. "23 miles Penrith." Oh my god! Oh look, I've been ploughing in there. Got the old tractor out. Right, let's crack on. Until they update that 47 pack and sort the bits out with it, I won't be playing it. Isn't dark in the Brunel. The loco livery's good, and it would be great to use it. And I mean, if I see it in here, it's great. Okay, no problem. But yeah, it's just a little bit. Right. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I think Dovetail know as well, because I've openly turned around and said that I don't think it's worth it. A couple of other people turned around and said it's a bit of a mess. I really don't really want to know what Taranga thinks of it, because he'll just hate it. I mean, to be honest though, from that point of view, I can understand, because it is a hell of a mess, and I don't buy him, the Jane guy. I don't buy him coming in saying, "Oh, we've worked hard on this," and yeah, I know that, I understand that, but you've allowed mistakes to get in, and there's, you know, and I can understand it is their first piece of DLC, but it's just, I think some of the stuff that they've been saying and everything, it's just a little bit of hot air. I'm just a little bit, you know, it's nice, it's a good idea, but it's been poorly executed. I like the runs where you're bringing your, I was going to say docking then, you're coupling up to the stock, taking it to the station, out the sidings or whatever. I like the idea. That's what you need in a scenario. But it's the stuff that's wrong with the loco, and generally the lack of AI that's on the routes. You know, they turn around and said, "Oh, well, that's the typical amount of stuff that's on the route in real life." No, it's not. Not 7 trains over in an hour and a half. We can see that when we're going to be doing a run on the Eastcoast Mainline. I don't know if we're going to be doing freight or thingy. We'll see. Yeah, I'm really disappointed in it, because it was something I was looking forward to because of the Mark 1s, and the fact is the Mark 1s are just reskins, so they've gone and overhyped the pack for what it is, to be honest. And don't forget, I seen what the pack was like when I first got it, so yeah, you know, I look forward to them doing it and then basically getting it fixed and everything, but don't overhype it. Just, you know, just because if you overhype it and it just falls over like it did, you're going to get canned, and it will affect them personally, because it's, you know, they put a lot of work into it. But when you see stuff and it's just like, should that do that? Should I be able to see through that? Why can't I see through that? All that sort of stuff. You know, and you're gonna start asking. And think they turn around and say, "Oh yeah, we've got a route that the route we're working on it's been asked. It's one of the most requested routes. I wonder what that is. It's this, it's that. The loco that features in it is 14 different variations of it. What, another 66? No, you know, and then you got to think, oh, are they starting to overhype it even now, and it's not even been announced? So yeah, the 47 is definitely different because it's got two different cab ends, and that's obviously from crash damage, accident damage. But there is something missing off the cabs as well. So yeah, and plus the other thing is as well, they're saying, well, it didn't run with GSMR or an NRN radio, but at the end of the day, if you're running it, you should be running it on the East Coast Mainline then. The same with the 40s and 45s. I just don't believe that they should be running it. But there again, we shouldn't be running stuff on Great Western Express, if that's the case. But, you know, it is mainly a reskin pack, to be honest. I'm not overly... I really think that they focus too much on East Coast Mainline for 10 scenarios. Why didn't they do like 3 scenarios on East Coast Mainline, 3 scenarios on Great Western Mainline, 3 scenarios on West Coast, 3 scenarios on Midland Mainline, something like that, you know? I think that would have been a lot better. As it is, you can only use it on other routes and on the East Coast Mainline in free roam, and I think that's a bit of a lame duck, to be honest. No, we got greens. Right, I'm just going to pause it there because I need a P&B. Sorry, guys. Oh, ow, that was my elbow that cracked. So it didn't run with GSMR. It didn't run at all on the East Coast Mainline in that livery. So GSMR or not, the pack is completely wrong. Yeah, definitely. It didn't even run on Great Western Express in the 70s in that Great Western livery. Oh, no, fine. Hi, Bronco. Yeah, the Eastcoast Mainline tour pack. It's a great idea, poorly executed, to be honest. Right, let's whack this up a couple of miles an hour. Hi, Sam. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where are we in the nature of things? Ooh. Oxenholme is next. This isn't the rail tour pack, no. This is just this is actually a tour. Oh, still see the amps fix that. It's the Preston to Carlisle Part 1 tour, something to Hartendale. It's a full line run to thingy. Yeah, West Coast Mainline or Great Western Express. Oh, was that a car? I love what Just Trains have done here. Oh, that's pretty cool. A couple of tranny vans. They will call them 40. They are tranny vans. The average tour in the 1980s, people weren't that impressed with the loco that are always being seen. Yeah. I mean, people have moaned about the 47 that Swanage has got, 47715 that's coming to the Diesel Gala. I'm happy for that. Everything what's down for the Diesel Gala, I'm really looking forward to it. 56, 69, 50, 47, 33, 20, 45. Gordon Petit, rest in peace. He died a few days ago. So yeah, I think there's probably one or two more. I'm kind of hoping for the Deltic, but... Oh, and the Network Southeast 73 as well. I mean, there are people that moan when there's tours coming through here to Weymouth, but we don't really get many these days, and I'm happy for what we get. Whether it's a 47 on it or 66. 87... Couldn't be asked to use that one. North Yorkshire Moors have recently announced that for the time being they're a diesel railway after a few line-side fires. Yes. I've heard about them. Hi Kai. Good night. You are helping the Easter Bunny tomorrow at college. Oh, awesome. Gone to any vintage locomotives anywhere? Just think of all the new boring stuff we have now looking around every corner of our national network. Exactly. You know, even do you realise the first 66s are over 20, nearly what, 25 years old? The 59s are classed as heritage locos these days. Hi Great Western Photography, how you doing? The 59s are 40. Yeah, 59s are 40 years old. They're classed as heritage locos. And they're looking good for 40, I can tell you that. Bit like me looking good for 55. I'm a Deltic. Well, I will be. I will be a Deltic in 79 days. Choo choo. You're older than them. Yeah, you're. Aren't you a Manchester to Sheffield 76? Oh, you're a Western. Cole's a Western. Yep. We do this on our profile ranks in on the Discord server, don't we? When someone says you're level 25, oh, I'm a rat. Thing is though, do I reset them this year? I don't know, we'll see. Not quite that old. So you're nearly a 66 then. You're nearly a shed. What? Took my phone away and put it over there because the screen's reflecting off the screen of the laptop. Oh, hello. 39 miles to go. You're okay with that? You like sheds? Yeah, I like sheds. I quite like them. It's just amazing how Foster Yeoman shaped the future of our freight back in the 80s with the Class 59. The loco design itself, the design of the actual locomotive was based on the shape of the Class 52. And people turn around and say, no, it isn't. It was the guy at Foster, I think was it Alan J. Day? He designed, with the help of GM, the 59. But they had to get everything again. Same with the 66. They had to get like the SD40 engine into the 66, into the limited body side clearance what we had with our loading gauge. People still think that's shit. It's true. And there are people that just do not like 66s because they literally got rid of all the BR stuff. Their favourite locos are 31s to 37s. But, you know, when EWS inherited the VR fleet, the locos were quite old. You know, the 37s were, what, nearly 40, 50 years old. 47s, the 73s, 31s were nearly 60 years old. The HSTs are ceased as heritage now. Oh, classed as heritage, yeah. The fact that they've been here for a while now, and literally all been withdrawn. They're all nearly gone. ScotRail are getting rid of them because of the breakdown in a recent fire accident, yeah. So, if you're wondering why we got yellows, we are following D side to Moss. D something to Moss side. No, D to Moss End freight, which I think is a intermodal. I mean, we don't have any of the 58s left, apart from what's in preservation, and they ruined one to rebuild a baby Deltic. He turned 64 on the day Sylvester Stallone turned 79, so I don't feel that bad. Awesome. I love Sylvester Stallone. Don't push it. Don't push it. Adrian! Adrian! We did it! Sorry. Gotta love the Rambo series and Rocky. The mini Deltics are literally Bulldog 37s with a Napier engine, yeah. Frame rate's getting a bit sketchy. And I think the thing he's known for happened when he was born, which I don't know. What was that? Panicking again. So next will be West Coast Mainline South. The way his mouth goes to one side happened when they used the forceps to help his birth. Oh, right. Pinched the nerve which caused him to speak sort of sideways. Okay. And he's a football fanatic as well, English football fanatic. I believe he actually supports Everton. Yeah, somebody has to. Who do I support? Well, it definitely isn't Manchester United. It was Arsenal. I still do in a way, but I've not been to a game for nearly 20 odd years. I think I attended in the last game that I attended was at Highbury. I think it was the day it closed where they played the last game. Quite a few American celebs are. Tom Hanks support West Ham. Oh, cool. Didn't Katy Perry support West Ham for a while she's married to that can't remember his name, twat. Can't remember. I hate him. Chelsea fan, have been since 1965. Awesome. Yeah, my mate's a Chelsea fan as well. Someone's got to, I suppose. Arsenal stand Real Madrid on Tuesday. Yeah. Amazing game. Amazing free kicks from Declan Rice. Cool. Let's call him once. Yeah. Not Declan Rice, but that twat that Katy Perry was married to, the English twat. I can't remember his name. I've never liked him. I think he's a bit of a prick, to be honest, but that's my views. You're a massive Arsenal supporter, yay. Hey, good evening there, young Felix. How are you, sir? We won't be doing a bit of seafaring on this one today, I can tell you that for nothing. We're in one of these, merrily bouncing along. Enjoying the bouncing as well. Russell Brand, that's the one. Went to school very briefly near Upton Park. Ah, probably the reason you hated it there so much, yes. My mate supports West Ham. Ooh, hiccups. The BR218 Thatcher edition. Yeah. The 47s are the 47s are one of my favourite locos, to be honest. Your 9 months of hell. Oh, we're on the tail end of that bloody freight train again, aren't we? That's annoying, that is. Having to chase that. You just watch baseball? Yeah, I don't mind baseball. It's one of my favourite sports, actually. But I don't get to watch a lot of it. Weymouth was civilised. East London was like Lord of the Flies. London's like that all of the thing. Being near West Ham's ground is nowhere for a West Ham supporter to be. Yeah. Right, so we've got 2 yellows. Oh, wool bar sheep. Nah. Weymouth was civilised, definitely. Well, Weymouth's getting a bit what's it now. The thing is, the way this country is changing because of the amount of illegal immigrants that have just been coming into this country is ridiculous. Have you heard the tourists recently Yes, 29 years. We're actually just saying that the class 59 locos, the GM, basically the granddaddy or the daddies of the 66s, are actually just 40 years old this year. That's crazy. 40 years old. The 66s are about 25 years old. 66s are a quarter of a century old. The Taurus is you're a Yankees boy. Yeah, 29 years old. The Taurus is. I still remember when they were parading them when they first came out. I was like, oh, I like those. It's hard to believe that though. That's the thing. I mean, the 60s, they're all gone. Well, they're not all gone. They're just literally... No, I don't think any have been cut up yet. I mean, you know, they were made in the 90s. The 92s... They were designed specifically for use in the Channel Tunnel. But there's only 2 freight trains that go through the Channel Tunnel at the moment. And that's not going to be lasting that long. Your daughters are both older than the 66s. 66s are 27, yeah. Yeah, it was the turn of the century, wasn't it? 1998, 99. The hell is that? Is that a tree? What cock's arse is that? That looks weird. Oh, I better go and get my train. Come here, you. You'll never see the Orioles win a World Series. When you get into the MLB, you just checked out some teams randomly. Yankees were the most interesting to watch to me. That was about 2018-19. I just keep watching them. Yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it? My mum supported Man United. Yeah. There were a few words said in the household when Arsenal beat Man U, or Man U beat Arsenal. Usually she'd say that Arsenal are dirty bastards, but that was my mum. Potty mouth ever. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you know, Sam, I don't mind watching rugby, but I'm a bit of a... I'll sit there and watch some, mainly like the Six Nations, some of the international matches or the World Cup, but not the more local sort of games. I won't watch them. I know my brother and his wife do. They go to Bournemouth. Some of the rugby stuff what Bournemouth do under, can't remember what it's called, rugby sevens or something like that. I can't remember, but I don't mind watching rugby actually. Not a big tennis fan, and I just can't stand cricket. No, not rugby league, no. Love the most random little cities and villages have the most successful national rugby clubs here in Germany. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? We are approaching Shap. I've never played rugby. Of course, now 47593 Galloway Princess has now been turned out and looks absolutely lovely in executive intercity livery. Nick B, you played rugger for your school in Weymouth. You was able to cross to. You was also in the cross-country running team, but then it was very sporty school. It's now a sports academy. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Keep an eye on our speed now. More of a league. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't mind watching rugby. You know, if sometimes on a Saturday afternoon and I'm doing stuff like I'm washing up, I'll usually on a Saturday say I'll do Saturday morning. I'll just get my shopping list ready and then I'll go off into town and I'll do my weekly shop. Then when I come back in, literally the TV goes on, and if it's Grand Prix weekend, then I'll sit and watch the quality highlights whenever that comes on, or I record them whenever they come on. And sometimes I'll just have the rugby on, and I'll be on the PC sorting stuff out, doing bits and that, you know, and yeah, so the TV's on sometimes, and it's just on in the background. So yeah, it's good sometimes to have it on, and it's a bit of an atmosphere, because I can always remember my mum used to watch it as well, so she really enjoyed watching the rugby. Even though half the time she did fall asleep for it, but yeah, she's still like, wakes up and turns over, watches it, and then falls off asleep again. Great Western Photography. Hello, what's that? Your thoughts on 593 in new livery is that she looks nice, but you prefer the BR large logo as that's what you've been used to. Yeah, and it looked absolutely lovely in BR large logo, but it was looking a bit worn. She was looking worn. But it does look really nice in the large logo livery. I quite like that. When you was a motorhead, you woke up at the 3 a.m. to watch the Suzuka 1000 meter. Oh my god. Yeah, that was. I did Le Mans. I watched the 24/7 up to the point when Eurosport went off Le Mans, and then it went basically onto the internet overnight, and I watched it on the internet, and then when it came back on first thing in the morning, I was downstairs watching Eurosport even before I had my breakfast, even before my mum woke up, you know. Yeah, I loved watching Le Mans do the 24/7, 24-hour stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, guys! Next Friday is Good Friday. It's a bank holiday over here in the UK. I will be doing a stream from 3 p.m. Friday afternoon through some twat on their bike through till 10 p.m. Friday night. So we're doing a 7-hour stream Friday night on Friday. Oh, definitely, yeah. Cricket is the German Open. It goes on for days. I just don't like cricket. I really just feel it. It's about as It's about as exciting as watching paint dry. And we all know paint is touchy-feely and sticky. Especially if it isn't dry. Ronnie Pickering is trending on X. Where do I know that name from? Do you know who I am? Ah. Don't revolve around your country, yeah. I'm Ronnie Pickering. I'm Spartacus. I'm Tony, how you doing? You'll find a vid. Yeah, okay, just stick it in the back cave, mate. Do you know who I am? I'm Ronnie Pickering. Do you know what? Working in customer services or working... we better start slowing down. Working, doing the dispatch thing that I was doing at my old company. You do come up to come into some people, they turn around and say, don't you know who I am? My honest opinion was, I have no clue whatsoever who you are. One of them was a right upstart, and he turned around and said, well, I write books. I am an author, and your company distributes my books. I have to just say one or two words to my publisher, and they will leave your company. I said, okay, fine. I said, if you're that vain, you have to do that. Fine. I said, but all I want to know is when you're going to be in to accept this parcel. And quite frankly, his books were shit. Most of them came back. But some people, when you phone them, they were right divas. If you're phoning authors and that. Ah, cheers, Cole. Sifa, I think we're quite getting up close to this Demarsh to Moss End service. And all the 47 wants to do is go faster. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. We're still double yellows, so that's good. Pretty cool. Having a buffer stop there that goes nowhere. The next signal is a yellow. $20 miles to Carlisle. Yeah, apparently I have been hearing good things about that Vectron. The updated version. If someone said that to me, my answer would be, "Are you number 6?" No, I'm the sort of person that will not take shit from anyone. And when they start turning around on the phone saying to you, well, don't you know who I am? And I just turn around and say, sorry, I don't know, no idea who you are. Who are you? You know, and my boss used to say, it's, you know, to me, stop winding up the freaking customers, you know? It's a Citroen Picasso. Oh dear. But yeah, I wouldn't stand for shit from them. I don't care. I don't care if it's their book. You know, and sometimes, you know, we had this one person I was saying about. He was always phoning up, complaining about stuff. Oh, his hoarder. his order was like 5 books short. It's like, well, no, it wasn't, because we counted out 15 books. You had 15 books in the box. We signed and checked and did the invoice, and we quality stamped it, basically saying, yeah, 15 books supplied. And we even took photographs of it. 15 books in the box. No, always arrived with 5 books missing. But apparently the customer's always right. Yeah, that's a load of bullshit. Imagine the trains going Citroen, 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 Picasso. Right, let's whack her up a bit. Another 20 minutes. We'll be fine. We've got a West Coast Mainline run south and an East Coast Mainline run. This is Penrith coming up. Customers are never right, no. They're full of shit. Having to deal with customers on, you know, and I'm there trying to book stuff in, and all you hear is the customer saying, well, can you not do this? Can you make it like a diamond service so it gets here by 9 o'clock tomorrow? No, because I'm not authorised to do that. Well, go and speak to someone who is authorised. So you phone the office, you put the phone down on him, phone the office up, and they say, no, we can't do that. You'll have to tell him. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the phone number. I said, you speak to him, and then you tell me, you phone me when they want it, and I'll put it all down on the box, and give me all the details, and I'll send it on the day before he wants it. I said, because that's what I've been trying to do for the last half hour. I said he's been a difficult bastard. And of course, because you're dealing with that, everything else is stacking up. You know, all the other work you're supposed to be doing. And yeah, it's an utter pain sometimes. I mean, you know, we had one as well where he turned around and said, oh, I want to speak to your supervisor. I said, what, my supervisor? Supervisor of what? He said, well, what, are you dispatch department? I went, yeah. He said, well, I want to speak to your supervisor. I said, you are speaking to the supervisor. I said, I'm the shift supervisor. I said, not only for the dispatch department, but for the warehouse. I said, so what is your problem? You know, it's just, oh, some people are just right arses. Steely. Good evening there, Master of Southern. How are you? Is that going to be a double yellow? No, it's not. It will change to green when we get to the yellow. Yeah, I could be better, but no, we're there. We're getting there. I had a bit of a crappy day Wednesday or Tuesday, I think it was. Tuesday, I think. But yeah, I'm going out for a little bit of a walk tomorrow. 'Cause, you know, I don't want to be stuck in traffic. I want to be able to get to work. I want to be able to get home. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what I need to do. I want to be able to do what And then the afternoon, just literally trying to get some stuff done on the Facebook page and looking at jobs and what have you. So yeah, sorting out this stream as well for tomorrow. So we're 10 o'clock, going for 2.5 hours. Yay! Two yellows, would be double yellow, single yellow, red. Obviously, you got to slow down. I'm kind of hoping. I think that's just gone yellow, actually, to be honest. So that, yeah, it went yellow, so it's double yellow now. So if you're wondering, we are chasing this little bugger. We've been doing it since we left Preston. Oh, where's he? Oh, there he is. So we've been chasing the old D-Marsh to Moss End. I think that is an intermodal service, or it could be a freight. I've got to say that I am still tired. It's all right now. I'm into this and got this concentrating. And the other thing is as well is that the more I'm talking, it's good because I'm concentrating, talking, and just not sitting there vegging and falling asleep. So yeah. But yeah, I went to Dorchester West last night. Filmed and photographed top and tail Freightliner 66s. On engineers train, only a set of 5 HQA auto ballisters. So yeah, it was about 600 ton train. It was ballast drop further up. The weird thing is they drove through the possession to get to Dorchester, came in on the down line to Weymouth, but then had to go to Dorchester Junction and reverse on the up line to get into the possession, which they just drove through. The simple reason being is that Dorchester West is 2 lines, but they're not bi-directional lines. They're only one direction, up and down. And the weird thing is as well, because they couldn't bring them into the up platform, even though the single line came on, goes into the up platform. It's not signalled to do that. There's no, like I said, there's no bi-directional signalling. So 12 miles in 12 minutes ain't gonna happen. So yeah, it's a bit weird that. It's almost a mile a minute. More bar sheep there. It'll be double. Oh, that just went green. Think like Thomas. You can do it. Yes, you can do it. Yet cause chaos and confusion. Had your console off like 5 days and now it's updating your entire SW5 collection. Yeah, there was a big update today. It's not actually. It wasn't that big. It was 21. Obviously, because I've got everything. It was 21 bits that needed updating. So yeah. I was saying to Tintin, I said Dovetail's been a bit quiet lately. This week. I think it's just they're just busy doing stuff, to be honest. Yeah, I can't remember what it was doing with rapid transit though, that's the thing. Actually, the in the Train Sim News channel, there is a post in there from the forums that it gives you what's got updated. So there's a fair bit that got updated, but it wasn't very big. They were only about 3 or 4 meg in size, 150 meg some of them. So yeah, not in the gigabytes. Just under 7 miles. What I don't want to do is spad this after an hour and a half. No sir, not on my shift. This still comes up as red after we go past the yellow. This is the good benefit of having the PlayStation controller, because it changes colour. No, it's the yellow. I need to get a drink as well because I'm getting a bit dry. It's a double yellow. I keep looking at the signals on the back to see if there's any trains coming up. They're red. Rapid Transit apparently had an issue with the battery switch with the Talent 2 intro. Oh, there's other stuff that they should be looking at on that. Five miles. I look at every now and then, you see a little yellow BR van dotted about. I don't know if they dumped this in the yard. You had the most sickening bad the other day. Just as I hit the red, it went green, and you still penalised. Yeah, it will. Fortunately, it was free roam, so you just restarted. Yeah, I've done that before. Actually done that. It just changed the green, but because you hit it, it's the like, I won't say it's like the collision box, but it's the marker where it's you know, where it senses where you are. It just does it as you fail. And there's people that were arguing about this. I saw it on a social media post. Someone said about it. I mean, the thing is, though, he said, but it was green, so it went green. I said, yeah, but you actually spatted because you went past the light when it was red. I said, you do that in real life, you're out of a job. You love that sometimes with the yellow signals in real life. I mean, I don't... Oh, hello. I don't mind. I mean, even it went green, but it still come up as a yellow. I don't mind doing services or runs like this where you know, you've got to pay attention to what you've got in front of you. It adds a little bit extra. You know, you got to take a little bit more care. 3.3 miles. And we're nearly there. What the hell does that say? JT Estates for sale. Falkland Avenue, Blackpool. Nice. Just Strange Estates. They switch over to green right in front of you, but Peter B was still kicking 1,000 hertz. Nice. Hi Kent Spot, how you doing? Is that double yellow or... Still on the outskirts of Carlisle, so it is double yellow. But then it should be a red after that other yellow. That says 20. Pretty naturally, for a stop at Carlisle, you'd be starting to slow down anyway. So, I mean, the thing is, though, with that, with the yellow coming up, you won't know what's next after it. Not unless you got double... Oh my god, no! Do not crash! So we got reskins around here somewhere. That would be a 47. My god, that was so close. That is what you don't want. Actually, having said that, I'm just going to save it there. You're okay, just at easterly awaiting 6244. Nice. 6244, what is that? There's definitely a loco here that's a reskin. There he is. That's one of Mr. Lucas's. Alright, oh my god. We've got another reskin. That's probably 4135. But at least it's allowing us to go into the station. So we should, in theory, find out what was on the front of the 6S42. Ah, yes, the old stone. That will either be a 59 or 66 on that. Yeah, that'll be that 47 there with the black headcoat panel. No, that's is that 593? Get out, please. No, it's not. Oh, 625. Jimmy Milne. I miss my Scotty dog. I really do. Ooh, North Star. And 642. The first one wasn't me, that one was. You're in the pub at the moment. I hope you're not drinking before going on duty, sir. That's not good. Ah, it's a steel train. Okay. Well, shows how much I didn't know then. 87 there. Great P&B. I need to go back to Eastleigh actually. Quite enjoy it there. 87028, Lord President. That is an 87 on that as well. Sir Francis Drake. Nice. So follow that up all the way. It's a bit of a shame because sometimes you see a 37, or I think I've seen 92s in these sidings. There's the old shunter. Ah. Well, that's an hour and 37. 12,589 for that. Blimey. Whoa. Local dude here. Oh, God. Do you hear that? I get that sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning. Someone literally sat at the traffic lights and he's there going, whoom, whoom, on his motorbike. And all I want to do is shoot the bastard. Because it doesn't only wake me up, it wakes everyone up. Just like even the little kid next door, you know, he's there crying his eyes out because he doesn't know what it is. Bless him. Right, so West Coast Mainline down the old south. Big statue of him looking out over Plymouth Sound. Oh, Sir Francis Drake, yes. Good old Frank. Right, I need to get a drink. Or can I survive on water? No, I need to get a drink. I don't really want to get up either, but hey, there you go. Drink it is then, come on. Bear with me. Someone's got really bad gas. Yeah. Oh, I think we'll have some tropical, summer fruit, summer berries, fruit drink thingy. I don't know what it's called. I've got some lemonade, cool, refreshing drink. No, what? I'm going up. Right. You got some Robinson's summer fruit today because it was £1 a bottle, cheaper than the Vinto. Oh, cool. Yeah, Robinson's. I mean, I've got Asda's own, and you know what? It's the summer fruit berries, and barley, and it's really. As soon as I had that, and I had the orange barley, or orange tropical barley, it tasted so much better, and I stopped. I've got one which I've bought, Robinson's orange barley. To me, it's too thick. It's just too thick, and I just don't like. I don't like Vinto. Definitely not. I'm not a Vinto person, but yeah, I do quite like the Asda's own orange barley, tropical orange barley, and the summer fruit berries barley as well. So yeah, I just find now that they're just too thick. Even the low sugar, the low in sugar ones. So I've got the summer fruit. Summer berries, I think it's called, barley, as the zone, with some Schweppes diet lemonade, and that's going to go down well with my donut, which I'm just about to eat, if I can actually open the packet. Now, if you don't know what a donut is, it's like a Jaffa cake in a donut. Not a donut, but a donut. Right, anyway, to the trains. So we are running now the West Coast Mainline south, And what are we going to run? Can we do a 350 service? I don't have any what you call it ones. I don't want any thingies. Right, let's do a really good time. Let's do London Euston 0744 1U 25 London Euston to Crewe. And we'll do it as dynamic weather. I have the same amount of cloud, I think. And we'll do it that way. And we're not doing conductor mode because I won't do conductor mode. A train, hopefully. Yes, Bradley. PlayStation 80% off Cathcart Circle Line. Definitely go get that. Yeah, bike night was Tuesdays, you dicks. Right, let's go and sort all this palaver out. Need vigilance, some DSD, a little bit of TPWS, and I think that's it. We'll have the window down. Boom, 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 boom. We'll have the key in anyway. It's over here, isn't it? There you go. Bing bong. A1 calling. Increase the piece. No, 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 no. That one. Then we're going to test it. And then we need to unlock doors. View the screen, and it is lighting. Oh. Interior lighting. Train lighting should be on. Lights just gone green. Light instruments, desks, and the headlights should be daylight. There you go. Right, we need to set our train up. Oh no, don't do that. God's sake, really wish you didn't do that. 350 104. Nice. Pop up just up there. Don't throw me out. And where's the one on the rear? So frame rate isn't too bad. It's looking better. This is going to Crewe. We're only going as far as Milton the Keynes. Okay, go with that. And we're fast all the way to Milton Keynes. Let's go. Thing is, it's the turn he's coming into Euston though. That's what I've got to try. Ooh, is that 710 going out? Pendo coming in. Remember, it's like we're down in the lower 20s when we first got this. I mean, we're not doing too bad at the moment. Oh. Non-stop to Milton Keynes. That half an hour run. Sometimes I can actually hear these leaving the station at night. Usually there's one sometimes that gets in about 1:30. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, because of work going on. So it's usually a bus. Yes, because where the station is, there's a flyover that goes over the station. You can hear it echoing off the, you know, the reverb as you go under the flyover sort of thing, and the rail joins and everything. What's next? Oh, Eastcoast Mainline will be the last one. We're going to do a 390. I don't know. We're either going to do a freight if I can find it, or we're going to do a 390. Not a 390. 801. Come on. Crack on. Obviously, if it crashes, I won't be coming back. I'll see you in the farm sim stream tomorrow night. Let's go. Let's boogaloo. I'm so going to tempt fate. I feel as though it's been updated enough to be able to do this. You watch it now go and crash. I'll only do it up to the point of when we go through Wembley. Wembley, Wembley. You can hear the underground trains underneath you. They put a walkthrough point in the Vexil's cab. Oh, cool. Shouldn't you do that before? That horn don't sound right. Oh, it's going a bit fast. a few 710s. Nice to see the old 378s going over there. Well, back there. Another Pendo. Hi Matty, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, sir. Oh, we got a shed on a intermodal. I think that's the Brentford sidings, which are disused. PRDC, which is now disused. Can't believe. That'd be a great bit for some DLC. Class 325. 377 and just general wagons, and that's it. So we can sneak into the cab again. Well, that's good that we can actually stay out of the cab going through Wembley. Cool. 103. Couple of 710s. Oh no, 710 and an underground train. Okay, should have gone the other way. How you doing, Matty? Fellow 450 driver, 350 driver even. That station just we passed, what we just passed, is a great station for getting freight trains. Getting shots of freight trains, all you know, all the fast trains going through. Another underground. That was 710. Oh, this is definitely really busy, isn't it? Pendo. $36 miles. I need to look at that master again. Harrow and Woolstone. Another Pendo. Wow, I've had 381,353 views on my Why Network Rail should close this level crossing, or Why Network Rail want to close this level crossing video. It's only a 3-minute video. It's not getting the 400 to 500 views a day now, but yeah. Oh, shed. Intermodal. That, I think, was a 710. Yeah, it was. checking the replay. Oh dear me. That should go green. In theory. Oh, excuse me. Going a bit too fast. I am getting a bit tired now. Again. Not far from Watford. A little pop in at Watford. We'll have better frame rates. Oh no. Oh, we are an 8-car unit. I thought we were a 4-car. So, what do you think the main routes are going to be for this next year's version of Train Sim World? Will they ditch the American preferred route for another country? So you get another country, Germany and UK. That will upset the Americans. I don't think they will, to be honest. I don't see them making it as a 4-route pack. That'll be extra money. I don't see that. And people will get a little bit peeved about that. They'll get a bit peeved about anything, to be honest. "21 minutes to go." Kings Langley. Nice. It's literally an A to B run, really. How much more could they do? They could do a lot in the US. I mean, there's also is it the Ocean Drive route from LA Union to San Diego? They could do that. But again, it's the LA Union bit, you know, Metrolink. And then you get people going, well, I'd like to see a freight route from Los Angeles to Chicago. Mm-hmm. You know. But, yeah, it's... You know, there's plenty of routes left to do in the States, but the thing is, when you try to do them, it's not like a UK route, like with kind of Euston to, okay, they just say they went to Birmingham, Euston to Birmingham, you've got a freight route as well, because it doesn't always, there's more freight routes in America than what there is passenger routes, you know? So, but the problem with that is that most people will want a freight route halfway across the state of America, you know, halfway across America as a route, and you just can't do that. There's actually, I saw a forum post today, strangely enough. What the hell have I got that to? Strangely enough, in the forum, saying that there should be longer routes. Hi, Daydreamer. Hi, Raw. How you doing? With a 25 mile an hour speed, yeah. You know, and I'm not going to get into that argument again, because it's just people just wanting this, that, and the other, and they don't understand the work that has to be done, the work that has to go into it. And if you want a route that's 150 to 200 miles long, there's a lot of work, a lot of research that goes in. I'm tired, pretty tired. There's a lot of work that goes into it, research work that goes into it. So it's going to cost more money. And are people going to be prepared to pay for more money on those routes? You know, they expect one route to be a nice long route, and then they're thinking, hold on then, so if that country's got a nice long route, why haven't we got a nice long route? Do you know what I mean? And that's how it spirals, and I mean, this run between Milton Keynes and Euston is roughly about an hour and 40 minutes in a stopping service for the 350. Pendo, 30 minutes. I'm happy with that. You all saw me looking through the Pendo service, not Pendo, the Desiro services, for what, because I didn't fancy doing an hour and 4 minutes. Reason being why, or hour and 40, because I've just done an hour and a half on the West Coast Mainline down to up to Carlisle from Preston, and then I'm looking, if I do that hour and 40 minute service, whatever it was, I'm not going to have time to do the what you call it service on East Coast Mainline, whether I do a 801 or a freight. Yeah, people's already complaining about the price of things, and you know, it ain't going to get any better, to be honest. I mean, the other thing as well is the VR thing. They're just ripping that to bits, and it's not the fact that, even, you know, in some of the comments that have appeared, I'm not going to even bother with it anymore. I've turned around and said that until I'm blue in the face. It's not based on Train Sim World. If you go into that game looking at that and thinking it's going to be a virtual version of this, a VR version of this, like the graphics, everything, then you're in for a shock, because it isn't. You cannot get Simulgraph into the meta. As Matt put it, the Meta Quest is basically a phone that's slapped to your face. That's it. It's not a phone. It's just a dedicated VR device with screens in it. it's not powerful enough to have something like this, basically a console smacked on your face. Yeah, you explain that to people, and they don't want to listen. It's not. Train Sim World VR was not aimed at the likes of me, the likes of you guys. The guys that play, like the likes of Bradley, the likes of Carl, the likes of Jack, the likes of Daydreamer, the likes of Nick, Matty, all you other guys, Train Simulator driver, the hardcore players that play the game. I'm not going to say play the sim. You play the game. It's a game at the end of the day. Nothing more, nothing less. Microsoft Flight Sim. It's a game. And you really upset some people when you turn around and say it says sim on it, but it's a game. Microsoft Update Simulator, because that's what Microsoft Flight Sim is. Just full of updates all the time. It might say simulator in the title. It's a game. They're all games. You won't even fly your drone with a headset on. Nope. Totally understand. But when you turn around to describe it and say to people about it, they just don't want to know. They don't listen. They don't read. They just go straight in with the assumption that it's going to literally look like the PC version of Train Sim World running at 1,000 frames a second on a Meta Quest 2 headset in VR. It just isn't going to be that. And then they start getting assy because, well, if you'd done that on PC, it would have been a lot better. No, it wouldn't. The reason why it was done on the Meta Quest, because the Meta Quest is the world's best-selling VR headset. And the PC guys don't like it. Because apparently the PC version, or the PC headsets are last. It's the PlayStation VR next, which is the second popular. Yeah, it's not looking the best though. That's the thing. It's definitely, when I saw it, I thought, yeah, it's good, but graphically it doesn't look that good. And you've got all that on a Meta Quest headset, which is, it's just basically like a mobile. It's what Matt said. It's a mobile phone slapped to your face. That's all it is, but without the mobile phone. That's how, it doesn't have simulgraph, so there's no simulation of the train physics. So yeah. So there's other reasons that Matt did reply to the post, because there's some guy he said it's an absolute joke. But it's not for the train sim guy, like me, the serious. I'm not going to say simmer because it's a game. I don't know how you guys see this. I see it as a game and nothing more. It's not a simulator. For me, a simulator is when you actually go into a frickin' building and there's PCs, screens, and the control desk actually sat in front of you. Here, I'm playing a game. Whether it's got simulator in the title or not, it's a game. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But you say that to people and they get so upset about it. There's people that have actually shaped their gaming PCs all around the cab of a Boeing 737, 747 or whatever. And they'll call that a simulator. It's not, it's a game. Simple as, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, exactly. It's a fun gimmick, but not for the long. Yeah, it's basically Train Sim World VR is just basically marketed for let's speed up a bit, for the family. You know, for the people that play the VR on the meta headsets, I don't think you can do a full line run. You do certain bits of the line at a time. So it's more of an arcadey gamey type experience. And yet you try to explain that to people. They don't want to know. Yeah, exactly, Carl. Exactly. A flight simulator, a simulator for flight, is basically where you go to learn how to frickin' fly your plane. You know? It's not something you stick in your console. No. Formula 1. Oh, Formula 1 F1 25. Oh, yeah, I've got this nice, great F1 Formula car. No, it's not a simulator, mate. It's a car game. It's a car racing game. Do you play it online? Yes. Does it have the crash physics or the same type graphics of a multi-million-pound Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes, or whatever, Ferrari, proper F1 simulator with the cars, designs, physics, everything all being put in? No, it's not a simulator then. Okay. Whether you build it out your little bloody tiny orange car that you stole from your little 4-year-old because he doesn't use it anymore, and put your little F1 steering wheel in it, it's not a proper simulator. A simulator is what you train to drive in, to fly in, to swim in, to whatever. Okay? It's not a computer game you stick in your console. No matter what people think. This says Train Sim World. It simulates the world of your environment, of your train that you're in. Simulgraph simulates the physics of the train. It's not a proper training simulator. There's no way that you can use this game to drive a train. Yes, it gives you a lot of hints. No problem. It's actually the simulator, the proper simulator, the cab, the environment that you got, that you train in at the railway, that's a simulator. There'll be people just arguing the toss, saying, well, it is a simulator, but it's not. I mean, does Dovetail market this as a simulator? Yes, they do. You know, and you know the instant that there are quite a few PC people that are quite argumentative about consoles using this game and having it worded as a simulator. The whole game is not a simulator. It's a game. Simple as. Nothing more, nothing less. That's how I see it. That's how I define it. You know, I'll argue the toss on it. For one thing, there's an absolute shed load, pun intended, of rules and regulations you would need to learn before they would let you drive a train. Yes. Even before they let you in the bloody cab. You'd have to pass the medical, for starters. There's so many different things you have to learn, even before you get onto the position of a train driver. Yeah, it's not easy. And yet people think, well, I can play Train Sim World, I can drive a train in real life. No, you can't. Because there's a lot difference between your little PlayStation pad and a bloody train, you know, that you're driving. Whether it's a 2,000-ton freight train, 13,000-ton freight train, you know, little tiny commuter train, or whatever. And there's people just think, oh, I could drive a train. No, it just doesn't work that way. Is barbecue sim, truck sim, or any other sim the real deal? No, it's not. It simulates what it's like, not how it's like. Why are you slowing down? This is a Bletchley. Uh-oh. Have we got a reskin coming up round here? Yeah, that's a 66. Oh yeah, no, that's a 59 in ARC livery. Okay. Right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. This, because I am falling asleep here. This is going to be my last one for tonight. So we're not even going to do 4 routes. However, Eastcoast Mainline will be the first route that I do on Saturday. I knew it would happen. I mean, I did have a lay-in tonight. I didn't get this morning. I didn't get up till 10 o'clock, but I didn't get to bed till about, I think the last thing I know, I fell asleep at 2 o'clock. I think I got into bed. I got back from Dorchester about 20 past 1 this morning. So yeah, and that's my own fault. So after this, I am going to call it a night. And we'll do Eastcoast Mainline on Saturday. Because, yeah, I'm just going to be falling asleep. Usually start to nod off around 11, yeah. Especially if you miss your afternoon snooze. I don't have those yet. I have had in the past. And I've just been so tired. Sometimes when I've been looking after Mum, especially if I'm up and down, if I was up and down with her all night, sort of going, you know, sorting her out and everything, and yeah, I literally have a snooze in the, I go up to bed in the afternoon for about 3 or 4 hours, but I just found it so hard to sleep, especially in the summer, because the heat, I'd have to have the window open, of course you'd hear the traffic. But yeah, I've had it a couple of times here where I've just been so tired, just, I don't know. So I will call it a night on this one because I am absolutely really struggling to stay awake. I'll probably end up going to bed actually. The thing is with that though, I'll probably end up waking up about 6 o'clock and not being able to get back to sleep. So I've got to be a little bit careful. Oh yeah, it does. For me, it's a game that sort of simulates what you think it's like, how to drive a train, Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a start down that road. You know, there are consequences for obviously if you pass a signal at red, the game ends. That's the end of your job. Well, I think you're allowed 2 or 3 spads or something like that. So it's best to know the route. You know, if you want to do it HUDless, then do it HUDless. But it doesn't mean, oh, another 66 coming through there. It doesn't mean you can go straight into being a qualified train driver. It just does not work. Oh, it's the professor. I think that blue on that 66 with the pink clashes somewhat. We are getting old and need a midday nap for... Oh, don't say midday nap, just say siesta. The Mexicans and the Spanish do it. It's a siesta. Even the Pendo caught up with me. Really? hit the post. Ouch. On time 8:27. 08:22 expected 8:25. Well, that's me. We're there. I do like this route. It's got better. It could be a little bit more better, to be honest.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your tickets available for inspection.
Oh wow, she chucked me out the bloody screen. And out the train. That's 12,861. That's pretty cool. Right then. Oh, yes. Main menu. Set the train, yeah. Go to the mastery. Oh, ow, ow. Oh, jeez. So yeah, I've got a bit of a busy day. Well, it is busy because basically I'm going to go off for a little walk. And I've got to make sure that I'm decent enough for my walk. Right, so go to DTG Live, Mastery, track your progress. We need to... Oh, that's a nice pick. Almost a 10k reward points, so you can buy another route. Awesome. So we've done the tier for West Coast Mainline. Look at that. So we've got our first poster. Yay! And so it has said it's completed for... Right, so you're probably wondering how you get the posters. It's going to Mastery Reward. You've got your thing there for scenery tiles, posters for Germany, posters for United Kingdom, United States, and Netherlands. Currently, you can only get posters on the core Train Sim World 5 routes, which were San Bernardino, West Coast Mainline South, and Frankfurt Fulda. And then all the other routes that were released after Train Sim World 5 was released. So we don't have them there at the moment. So Mastery Rewards. That's interesting. Speedway Racetrack there, look. San Bernie. So I'd not activated the Shark at 5 Circle Line either. Oh, interesting. So everything is there. It might mean that I might have to come out and go in again. Well, let's have a look at the Speedway thingy. So on San Bernardino, you want to go to... Where are we? Excuse me. On foot, and you need to go to Speedway. Was it? It's that one. Yeah. It takes a bit of patience to get there, but it saves you a lot of money with it. Yeah, definitely. Posters auto-activate as soon as you complete the requirements for them. They should activate. I shall have a look in a little bit, Carl. We shall pop along to... where are we going to pop along to? Oh, hello. We've got a siding over here. This is a siding. Right, let's put a loco. Bit far off from territory, but yeah. F3. F8, we'll just press key number 8 and there'll be one round here in a minute. Here he comes. Then they're making a right turn. This is definitely, yeah, this is Fontana Racetrack. I'm sure it is. I definitely saw that. More planes look. I mean, the thing is, though, it's not as if you're going to actually go and see it. You know, you're not going to see it from... Where are we? We're over there. But I do recognise that track because they used to hold IndyCar racing there, if I remember rightly. So, yeah. Right, so what station do we want to look at then? The timings for next Friday's stream may change. I might be doing a live stream dead on, starting at 10 through till 6. We'll see. Almost done with Clinchfield. Only need to do all the collectibles using one of the YT guides. Next up will be Sand Patch, then Horseshoe Curve. Oh, awesome. To the trains. Shall we... It's got to be West Coast Mainline South, which is there. Shall we spawn in at... let's spawn in at Milton Keynes, I suppose, really. London Euston's a bit of a mouthful, to be honest. So I've got my first lot of posters. Yay! This is where it crashes. Famous last words. Wherever your curiosity takes you, your money is in safe port. Okay. Feline Financial. There's something so wrong about that. There we go. Oh, no, you can't go... That does my head in, that is. You can't go in the thingies. The coffees. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. That's your posters. I always cringe when I see that. That's your post. That's the first one. That's your West Coast Mainline one. Let's go. Nothing. Nice. So yes, anyway guys, that is going to be it for tonight, because I'm probably end up just going to go to bed. So I've got to say a big thank you all very much for coming in, spending your evening with me. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see you on Saturday. We will be driving East Coast Mainline for a start, and then we're going to be doing Route Lucky Dip after that. So, yeah. But, yeah, guys, thank you all very much. I'm sorry, I'm just scratching my head, excuse me. And I will see you on Saturday. I don't think there's anything coming in. No. So, yeah. So, have fun. I'll be online tomorrow afternoon, I believe, on Discord. I'll be on Discord anyway, but if you need to chat to me and that sort of thing. But yeah, I love it when they still got all these posters. Music by Big Bus, awesome. A film by Development Team, interesting. Right, anyway, guys, thank you all very much, and I will see you on Saturday. No, I will see you tomorrow night, because we've got Farm Sim, haven't we? So, yeah, Farm Sim tomorrow night, guys. Thank you all very much. Have fun, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye. Ta-da.